Alright, I am here and I have liquid refreshment to keep me happy and energized until end the stream. At which point, drinking will be administered in heavy doses. Okay. Alright.
Stay hydrated, comrades.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so we're all here. We're all good. I started recording. Why did that happen? Alright. I was stopping that. Actually, that's really weird. Oh,
Something just hit you?
Well, I mean, my for some reason the streamer overlay from my Discord just went away, but it's still active. I don't know what's happening. But apparently, when I was sitting back down on the keyboard, I accidentally hit the start record button, so that was weird.
Weird indeed.
All right, I think I got the announcements out. I think we are all live. Everybody should be here and happy and ready to go shenaniganery. So, lean back, deep breath. Let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to The Brony Show, episode 633. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am, of course, Circuit Main. And I'm also joined by a wonderful group of panelists and commenters and conspirators and ne'er-do-wells and wishy-wells and foxtrots and deviled hams. I have my wonderful group here. We are joined by DM21.
Hey.
We are joined by Textalion.
Time to squeegee the basement again.
And joined by Toakoi.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I lost lawn implements, I would have a fresh cut lawn right now.
And we have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Better to have to squeegee a basement than squeegee. You know what? Better than having to be stuck on the toilet all night.
Yeah,
True.
I'll go with that. Yeah. At least think of it this way. At least you can squeegee the basement. It's not carpeted.
Yeah, if you can't squeegee, yeah, or the. I was gonna say better squeegee the basement than squeegee your ass.
Yeah, if you look at the voice text insanity again, you'll see what I'm talking about.
No, that's why I took a look and I saw it's not carpeted. In fact, it looks like you have drainage ditches there, which probably help.
Oh yeah, that's like standard in the Midwest.
No, yeah, if you have a basement level, you're gonna have a drainage. Probably with a more modern properties, you're gonna have a sump pump as well.
Well,
Yep.
actually,
I have the
drainage
sump pump
ditches,
personally.
That's more the foundation settling.
If your foundation settling looks like a that might actually I don't know now. It looks like it's grading, but yeah, no, that just might be. Oh wow. Yeah, my condolences. I mean, it would suck if I had drainage going on in my basement because I have a lot of pony stuff and some gaming stuff in there too. Oh god, that would not end well.
At least for you guys, you're just using it as basically utility. It's not. There's not
I have
a
a
lot
sump pump down there, which is mandatory.
Yeah. Anyway, let's welcome everybody here. I hope you all have had a great week. I hope you had a great Canada Day. I hope you had a great Independence Day. I hope you don't have a crater in your front yard, depending on how you celebrated, in one way or another.
Yes, there's almost always someone that tries to blow up too much.
No, they are just trying to blow up something, and really, I'm not surprised by it. But yeah, woof. That Friday the 13th. new Independence Day on Friday this year. It was loud for me. It got way loud, and it did not settle for a few hours. Apparently, somebody did their own personal fireworks show in a public park, which is kind of partly the joke I made there. I say apparently because I barely stepped foot outside my house. All I did was sleep until way late. And after a few shenaniganry trying to accomplish breakfast, I ended up making bacon pancakes. And then I just played games all day. I literally just made it a personal vacation day for me, which was nice.
Meanwhile, because I don't have holidays, I went to work that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sympathies.
Could have been worse. We were busy in the morning, then when noon came around for the parades, we were not that busy, and it was weird for all involved.
Firecrackers and rotten fruit? What's wrong with you? You obviously light a firecracker, put it in a toilet, and flush. You don't do rotten fruits. You take out plumbing systems with your firecrackers.
Or you try to recreate stuff from Mythbusters, which, again, don't.
I mean,
Do you still remember that Beavis and Butthead episode where they flushed an firework down a toilet?
I just remember The Simpsons when they did that, though. In all honesty, it's just a dumb idea in general. Just don't do that, please.
And people still be stupid, especially younger kids, throw M80s down drains and then go, I didn't know that would happen.
Of course I didn't
This
know
just
that would
reminds
happen.
me of the South Park episode where Kyle's uncle tries to smuggle fireworks through the border.
Well, I mean, it's better than having the world's largest snake just trying to destroy the world. So spectacular. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just a couple of quick things out there. For we're already getting a little bit into the gaming weeds here in the chat room. So for all of you gamers out there, I'm watching it. Summer Games Done Quick is going on right now. So if you are a fan of speedrunning games or you just want to check out some of the fun games that are out there that you may not be aware of, it's a good time to enjoy this week. And there's a few more days left in the Steam Summer Sale, which I'm also going to try to take advantage of because I literally get paid a few hours before it ends. So I'd have a really short time to grab a couple of quick games after that. So gotta get on.
I don't have that luxury because I don't have enough money.
No, believe me, I wish I had more money, and I'm probably not going to spend too much on games. Maybe just grab a couple more, I'm trying to save up for 3 different cons. And Everfree's the big one, of course.
Everfree's less than a month away.
I got a furry convention, I got an anime convention, and I got a Brony convention. I got the trifecta all on the same month.
And then we have the Raid for the House of Bells during that time as well.
But that's a different case. But yes. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit, though. But before we get...
buying is a bad no-no during the summers.
But before we get into that, of course, since we're already talking about fireworks and video games, I'd say let's go ahead and open up our curtains and bring up the soapbox and what we affectionately dub What's Up, Brony? Our time of wub. So I would like to ask all of you, as we do every week, to warm ourselves up and get all excited and ready. What's up, Bronies?
Well, I'm getting close on my cosplay stuff for the Destiny armor. I finally have the chest all together. I haven't padded the inside, but I also haven't really done the boots. That's full-on foam cosplay that I'm going to have to deal with at another time. I've just been too tired this past day because it's been my Saturday.
Nah, I don't blame you for trying to take the Saturday off. I've been trying to do that for weeks. I finally got a Saturday off. It didn't quite keep off, though, because about midway through it, and I was trying to do laundry because I had to, because I didn't want to do it on Sunday. I got approached by a friend, just like, hey, do you want to do a Who's Line thing with people? Apparently, I'm a sucker, so I'm just like, okay. So I ended up doing a literal Who's Line show with a few people in VR chat. I apparently was the guest. I was the Robin Williams of their Who's Line group. Ha! That was awesome.
I'm taking a wild guess and saying Dips.
No, this was a Zambit.
Okay.
But
Oh,
I think
you know,
I think
I
Derps might be
get.
I think Derps might be familiar with it at least.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was Zambit. I think Zambit's just like part of it, but he's not like the main host. It was kind of interesting. It kind of started off small. It was just a few people in an audience, and we were just having fun with the concepts. But as we were going, it eventually went to like 10, 12 people in the audience by the end of it. And I ended up having not literally breaking down like three different skits. I don't know what it was with me. I had to do a person paranoid of who was basically deathly paranoid of spiders. I had to do a person going through a midlife crisis.
Not that hard.
Ow! You're not wrong, but ow!
Oh.
And geez, what was the other? And it seems from a hat, you're always just gonna have just random crap. God, we did so much messed up stuff. It was fun.
I do well in the spider one because I've seen how my family reacts to spiders.
Yeah, it was even better because apparently one of the other problems was from another person was there were a ornithologist that unfortunately had one of their had a fatal bite by one of their things by one of their insects.
That's not ornithology. Ornithology's
yeah,
bad.
ornithology is not right. I forgot what the stupid
Entomology. Entomology.
Yeah, entomologist. An entomologist had got a fatal bite from one of their subjects. So, yeah, you get one person dying from a spider bite, and then I immediately start freaking out like it's the end of the world. We're talking like squealing and crying and speaking gibberish. It was quite the act.
I mean, second, you do that anyways with us multiple times a week.
Yes, you're right. And by that note, I muted Toa. So, but yeah, that along with that though, I did finish off the artist training grad, which was nice. So we will get a little bit into that on the content creation part. And one final little thing that I did throughout the weekend for my 4th of July. I tried a delicacy that has been talked about to the ages. I tried making bacon pancakes.
Ooh.
How did those turn out?
Not as good as you would hope. But the only reason I really botched it was the batter. When I was doing the initial mix of the batter, I saw that it was a little on the thick side. I thought I might have been being a little paranoid. I was, but not the right way. I should have added just a little bit more water to get a little more liquidy, and it probably would have been amazing. Which I did after the first batch. The only problem is that first batch was the only one that actually had actual strips of bacon in it.
Well, the only thing you have to consider is bacon adds grease to it, and you know what that does to batter.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I thought it would thin it out a bit, but no, it did not.
Yeah, the chemical process said no.
Well, it was just way too thick. This stuff was like glue. This was not normal batter, not even a thick batter. This stuff it almost felt like a bread dough. It almost felt like an overwatered bread dough. That's how thick this thing was. It was weird. And in hindsight, I should have realized something was wrong. But that was on me.
I mean, back in the day, paste was a batter mix that dried onto the wall.
Let's see. Waffle made, but I'll keep that in mind, Sonic. Didn't know anyone could actually make bacon pancakes. It's really not that hard. The concept is pretty simple. You make the bacon, and then you put it. You make a pancake around it. In my case, I chopped up a few strips of bacon and put it into the batter. That was one part. But I also laid down a couple of strips, and then I poured batter over it, which was my method. Some people opt to dip the bacon in the pancake batter and then start cooking it that way. But either way, it works. It's easy. It's easy stuff.
What, bacon pancakes thing?
Yeah, bacon pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you basically cook the bacon first. You literally. And then, you pour out a pancake and let it start cooking for a moment. You lay your strips on the side that's still up, that's still doughy, and then when you flip it, it's going onto the bottom.
And there's option number 3. Literally, there are 3 different ways of making bacon pancakes: bacon first, bacon last, or Dip and bake bacon. Dip the bacon, literally. Yeah, you basically like corn dog it.
The recipecreator.com has what Suki said.
Yeah, I know. I got another recipe I looked at said to put the the bacon on first and then pour pancake batter over it. Which either way works. You just make sure that the bacon is cooked ahead of time. That's the key there. It's not a...
Yeah, there's also bacon pancake dippers, which is very much, you know.
Anyway, yeah, my problem was the pancake batter was too thick, and it actually gave me a little bit of an upset stomach for a good chunk of the day, which was annoying. But overall, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. All right. I think that's a little bit of wub going on with me there. I don't really have much else at the moment. So, anybody else have any other wubs that they want to throw out there before we go ahead and move on?
To throw in with the cooking thing earlier, I put some, like, you know, the pre-done cookies that are just in the square formation? I put them in my air fryer about just half of the things, and they cooked relatively well through. And it was kind of nice.
That does sound kind of nice. By the way, can I go on a slight rant here?
It's your show. We're just here to help and not be it all about you.
I'm not going to begin on that one, but... So, some of you might remember about a month ago, I kind of did a slight complaining about how there were Wendy's raw hamburger patties in my grocery. Literally already shaped hamburger patties that just had the Wendy's logo on them in white packaging. It was just ground beef in a square. That is literally it, but it had Wendy's all over it. And I thought that was like, oh, we done it. We have officially reached the point where we have way too much stupid marketing. I was wrong in the dumbest way I've ever heard in my life.
Go on.
When I went to the grocery store yesterday, right next to those Wendy's square patties, there was another white package with Wendy's on it, and it was bacon.
Yeah.
They got Wendy's bacon too.
Yeah, we've got that here. There's, we had to try it just because it was like, okay, how's this not just regular bacon? It's regular bacon.
Know,
of course, it's just regular bacon. It's all regular crap with just a logo on it. I am so annoyed.
Yeah, special. Yeah, just the Wendy's logo slapped onto it.
Yeah, it's like it was one of those things where it was just like, okay, because in the store it's like, okay, I can understand the gimmick of selling the Wendy's burger patties because not many people out there actually sell the square patties.
True. Yeah, that's fair enough. Usually they're like hockey pucks, discs, but yeah.
So that's kind of I mean. Hang on. So that's kind of neat. Yeah. And then they also sell the Wendy's chili. So it's like that makes sense. That's an iconic item.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. They said,
you know what else is funny? McDonald's sells their own coffee at the grocery stores.
Well, let's not get into that one just yet.
But the chili I completely understand because that's like one of their most iconic things. Yeah. They sell it for way too much.
Way too much.
But it was like when I saw the bacon, I was like, Wendy's is not known for bacon in any way. Nobody has ever said, "Oh man, if only it was the Wendy's bacon."
I mean, they're known for baconators, but that's just like it's just because here's a heart attack in a bun. That's all that's all about.
I realized that. Oh god, that is exactly why they decided to do the bacon. It's because of the fucking baconators.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, it's just like just because you put a shit ton of bacon on a burger doesn't make you known for bacon.
It's not. No, not in the least. But brand appeal, no, that is not brand appeal. That is shilling. That is such shilling. It hurts.
Oh god, you know what it is? Oh god, you know what's gonna be next circuit?
Oh, I don't want to know. Go ahead.
You're gonna go to the produce area and find Wendy's potatoes.
God, I can see that. I can see that too. It's just gonna be like one of those tinfoil pre-wrapped potatoes that they have there. They sell you for like $5 extra. It's pre-tinfoil, so you don't have to. What kind of lazy people do you think we are?
And then we stop and look at the person next to us and go, "Oh, right."
no, I don't do that ever. I don't look at anybody around me. I just kind of focus on all the food and walk quickly.
Yeah, Sakai, we heard about Spaceballs too, but have we heard about the Hot Wheels movie?
Oh, by the way, do you know how they say the best Coke comes from McDonald's? It's because they add extra syrup to theirs. I can see McDonald's trying to sell, we'll sell our Coca-Cola at grocery stores.
No, I'm pretty sure Coke would lose their
Coca-Cola won't let
minds.
them.
They would have to. Yeah, they would have to get Coke's approval. Like that would be a joint deal with Coke.
Yeah.
McDonald's would not be able to pull that off on their own.
No.
Let's move on though. We're gonna get to the point where we're gonna have where all the discount meat is gonna become Burger King meat specials, and then we're just done. Just gonna be done.
By the way,
no. I know them. Okay, sorry. Last prediction. Next big Wendy's thing is just gonna be spicy nuggets in the freezer.
You know what? You already can get like Rally's fries and stuff like that. So
you can already get Arby's fries.
White Castle.
Actually, we could get White Castle a while ago, but you know what? This is getting me horribly depressed. This is getting me horribly depressed in so many ways.
The spicy nuggets actually wouldn't. I mean, again, what would probably happen is they would be there. They'd be serviceable nuggets at a price point that's stupid.
Yeah, that's the depressing part of all of this to me.
Yeah, you can actually buy the Arby's curly fries in the freezer section.
All right, we're gonna move on here. We're gonna move on. Anybody else have any other
something to say?
Yes, go ahead.
My father's family visited me this last week. Around near Canada Day, and he stayed. He did stay at my place, but he stuck around for a day and a half, and it was good to see him and my new little brother and sister I haven't seen since they were father and a baby.
Ooh,
that's nice.
That is really awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I'd say that's a good indication to move on. Sorry.
I was gonna add this because we went to the movies. Mm-hmm. My little sister and her mother went to see Lilo and Stitch. They were the only ones in the theater.
That sounds about right too.
Good thing I didn't ended up there with them because the younger one wanted to see Jurassic Park. Younger boy, I mean.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to some news here. We're gonna start off with the convention news because apparently we got a lot of convention information coming out in really short order, and I mean that in all honesty, as I got some that popped in as we were talking. So let's go talk about some of the stuff that's happening. First, Hops Featherfest. This is the convention that's happening in Austria, the second year. This is going to be happening this weekend, and I made a notable a note of it because of the fact that the theme is Heaven or Hell, which is such a weird convention, reason to have a convention. So, but
I'll tell anyone.
You know what? I would have gone anyway. I would go anyway if I could. Just not even just for the fact that it'd be Austria. It'd be fun to go to a different country. But, yeah, that's going to be happening this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So if you are in Austria or able to get to Austria, I hope you're able to go, and I hope you have a lot of fun. If, however, you're able to go further easter to China, there is the China Southern Brony Carnival, which is going to be happening the week after on Saturday and Sunday. This is, of course, really exciting in the way of vendors and merch because I have seen some really amazing Brony stuff coming out of these conventions that we haven't even seen here in the States in some time, for one reason or another. But it'd still be awesome to check it out and see what awesome things there are, and maybe see, hopefully get some inspiration for some of the creators we have here in the U.S. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this. And next in the convention is the U.S. conventions with TruckCon. This one's also really fun and exciting and interesting because TruckCon has been around for a while. and it is going back to its city roots, at least going back to Columbus. And they did recently make an announcement over on their Discord that they are mapping up pre-registration here very soon if you are planning on going. And they do still have a couple of sponsor boxes left, just about 2, 3, or 4 of them though. The Alicorn, Unicorn, Pegasus, and Earth Tiers just have 3 or 4 different spots left. So, yeah, if you have the chance to hit TriCon and you wanted to go out big, it looks like a few options are still there and available for people who want to go for it. And of course, we have Rave for the House of Bells. And the big reason we want to make mention of the Rave for the House of Bells is we do have one of the big coordinators of it in our Discord group now. They've been throwing some information here and there to us, which has been really cool. It's been really awesome to check it out. And they recently announced as on their everything, Equestria Social, Blue Sky, that other site. They recently announced their lineup for the 2025 Rave for the House of Bells.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hey, that is awesome. They finally got notifications on Blue Sky. That is sweet.
Oh, they've had them for a while.
No, I've never seen it, and they just barely made the announcement to it here for me.
Maybe I've had them for a bit, so that's
it
just
might be a slow rollout, and some people are not.
And that is a long name.
Sorry. Anyway,
And that is a lot of names.
yes, Rave for the House of Bells. So there are a lot of names. They actually had to turn people away. They had so many people excited, and quite a few of them I'm kind of surprised to see in here because I didn't know that they were part of the musicians group, or if there's something else going on with them.
So I can tell you a bit about Deps. He's going to be doing a sing-along type of thing, similar to if you've done anything with Pinkaboo. He's going to be doing something similar with that.
Oh, I see. That's so cool.
If you watch Ponies Online this year, he did that for his set, so that's where this started, because Emma is a lovely person, and she is one of the founders and a person that has to deal with all the music stuff.
Right. And
Blue Intellect. Why does that name look so familiar?
Who?
Blue Intellect.
Blue
Right
Intellect.
underneath Frozen Spirit and between Tracy B. Pony. You can hardly see it because of the background.
It feels like.
Look
Wow!
at
I could barely see
Pony.
that. See that. I don't know who Blue Intellect is.
They are
I'm
one
just
of the
saying their name
musicians
looks
that I
familiar to
know
me, that's all.
Ponies Online has dealt with.
But yeah, they're Mick Miyagi. I know of them. They're part of the Berry Tube group, and they were actually they spent a night with us over at Babs, I think, or one of the other conventions. They hung out in the room for a night. That was pretty cool. Turtles is actually surprising. I've seen them around as well in some VR chat meetups, so that is pretty cool. Drumstick Pony, I know of the. Oh yeah, I've seen them around too. You also got some of the familiar names: Prince Whatever, Heartfang. What familiar to me, I might add. Some of these, I'm sure you people are like, "Why are you talking about Changeling and Emma or Pegasus?" I know those people. I don't know them all that well. I'm sorry.
Emma is one of the people that gave us this information, also known as Mad Hatter Brony.
Yeah. But no, really awesome. This is amazing. This is just so many awesome people, so many big groups here. I'm excited. I am super.
Specs in there as well.
Nicholas
Spec
Dominique.
Rabbit's another member I know.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a great, huge mix of different musicians. This is probably going to go for 48 hours straight at this point.
Hey, given the time zones, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
I'd say over 48 hours, I'd say.
Yeah, the only real bummer for this, for me, is unfortunately is going to be happening on the 15th to 17th of August, which is when I have the anime convention I'm going on, I believe.
A lot of conventions you're going to this year.
I'm going to about the same that I did the previous year. Actually, maybe even less in a way. But no. No, actually, it's about the same as I did the previous year. The only problem is that 3 of them are literally right next to each other in every way. Like the furry one is on August 1st to the 3rd, and then the anime one is the 15th to the 17th, and then of course the Everfree you have the week after on the 22nd to the 24th, which I'm reminding myself I still need to request a day off, and I think I might need to bite my lip here a little bit and buy some honey so I can get a last mead going just in case.
Why have we made ourselves busy when we try and have fun and hang out at conventions?
Well, no, I like making the mead and having fun with that. It's just that I make myself busy before the convention, getting things ready for it. Oh god. Sorry, I just reminded myself of another thing. Why am I reminding myself of so many things? We're gonna move on.
Be prepared.
I'm not prepared at all. But I'm getting ready, so that's something, I suppose. So, we have all of those coming up, and of course, Everfree is going to be coming up near the end of August, which is going to be exciting, and a good chunk of the Brony Show group is going to be going. Just a quick heads up, if it isn't obvious, there will be no Brony Show that weekend because I will probably still be home by that time. I'm just going to be exhausted, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, and we're going to be missing a lot of people because some people are going to be traveling longer distance than I am because I would not dare drive again this time. BabsCon exhausted me. I'm not doing that again. So yeah, Everfree is coming up. That's exciting news. And we got little conventions heads up. No! Who's ready to find things that they really don't want to spend money on, but they're going to feel compelled to?
God damn it.
Yeah, pretty much. But yes,
May the power of it compel you.
starting off with more Old School Pony has been showing up from a site called Basic Fun. So yeah, I believe that it's based off of the idea of Old School Pony. We have one here called Totally Rad Starshine, which, oh my god, this screams so much 80s, it hurts. Actually, does it feel like 80s or 90s? Suki, I might need your
80s.
opinion. No, the only reason I ask is I think it also 90s kind of had I think it was late 80s, early 90s kind of thing going on there. I don't know. The hair reminds me of Superman ice cream all of a sudden. Is that a weird thing to say? We're moving on. And
Because it was Superman ice cream, Dairy Queen is making that.
And we are done. We also got Firefly, which is really awesome here. Really cool to see Firefly is also popping up and in. So we got Firefly and Starshine. Honestly, I like
Firefly
that.
is a thick girl.
Well, I mean, this is more based on the older pony designs, which they were a
Yeah,
lot thicker
but-
way back when. So, you know, just a little taste of the past there. A little bit of history, kind of. New history. Speaking of new history, I suppose, Wildmains has another episode. This one, of course, dealing with the obligatory camping episode. So, yes, it has all the tropes of, I bet you wonder how we got here, and shenanigans that kind of wrap up within 5 minutes. Quick, simple, easy, and fun. So, yeah, Wildmains is still kicking around and a lot of good times. I do recommend checking it out. And for those of you who want something with a little bit more edge, we, of course, have Tamer's Official with yet another My Little Pony movie. Well, in this case, 30-minute thingy. With Trixie getting fired. And, of course, it's the same thing as usual. You have the weirdly animated ponies, the weird digital voices, the crude humor that pops around. Sometimes it actually looks really good for no reason that you can't explain. It's everything. It's everything you would expect from Tamers. There's no surprises here, other than the general normal surprises. So you know what you're getting into if you're checking this out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into. You're not gonna be surprised, but you're probably gonna enjoy. Okay, I think we're gonna walk away at this point.
Oh.
I said no surprises then.
Move
But,
on.
yeah, we're just gonna let. We're gonna let
not
him-
surprises.
I don't know either. Here we go. Really quick snippet. This is one we're not gonna be able to show on our videos of our normal video collection at the end of the show because no, we can't play videos from the bird site. So yeah, really quick one of Applejack celebrating the 4th of July with explosions. But yeah, check it out. Yeah, apparently Magna Luna was involved with it. They're an amazing artist. Seriously, if you ever see their stuff, it's wild. So, give them a little bit of
I've
love
seen
there
it.
if you can.
I've seen it throughout the years. It's pretty damn great.
Yeah. It's a little bit of silly fun there to let people know about it. Next, speaking of the silly fun and that people need to know about it, this is going to get expensive. The Queen Chrissy prototype has been spotted at Kotobukiya.
Oh.
That's right. We already saw Princess Cadence, and now Queen Chrissy is finally starting to make her appearance. There was also another. There was also an image that showed the coloring of that. You can kind of see that in the background there, but we showed that a little while ago. Now we actually got the figure that the model is essentially based out of. So we're just that much closer to having another Kotobukiya figure to go after. With complimentary
can't find a Sunset Shimmer anywhere now. Damn it.
Not easy anyway. I've seen them around, but it's not been pretty when you find them. Usually they're in like those giant anime figure booths that you have to spend another $30 to $50 extra just to buy it. But I have seen it. So yeah, my advice has always been with these, when they do come up, if you do want it, do not wait. Pre-order, grab it, get it locked down as quickly as you can. These things tend to go pretty quickly, and if you happen to find one in the wild, it tends to be pretty pricey. It's not easy to get one if you take too long. I got lucky one time.
Choice but to wait. I had no choice but to wait. I had no money by the time.
I know that's why we also give out the warnings now. Try to help you get some money saved up or something. Try to, we want you to get a hold of it if you want it, because we love you. And finally, for those of you who love art, the Newbie Artist Training Ground for this year for both Blue Pony Sky and Equestria Daily has wrapped up. So a lot of entries were made for both ends, 612 for Equestria Daily. That does not include some of mine because I kept forgetting to post them on Equestria Daily. So that number is a little off, in my regard at least. However, if you want to check out the goods, there are plenty of entries to check out. They have collections of all of the art, both on Blue Sky and on different websites and everything. Just check it out, especially if you want to check out some of the art, maybe get a little inspired or just have some fun with it. But it's good fun time, and you get to enjoy some people's artistic creativities. So, get to have fun with it. And with that, let us go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is, of course, our fan submissions and suggestions. And that comes with our challenge. It is our weekly challenge. And we give it every week with a challenge, because it is our challenge for that week. We call it the challenge of the week. And that challenge of the week, by random polling, was, of course, muscle cramp. But we also had a protest initiative challenge to shake things up a bit.
That's true. The protest initiative challenge this week was rain.
It was?
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't.
It was not.
Don't do that to me.
It was swing. I'm pretty sure.
I'm hopeful.
Right.
I hope so too. I actually had to look it up in the show notes because we forgot to post it in the announcements.
Yay! That sounds about right.
Yep. So of course,
They just remind me of American Rejects.
so the artist training ground is now over, which means I can try to focus a little bit more on the art in general. And this is my first taste into getting back into it with both Clip Studio Paint, and I would like to say the skills I've developed over the month of Insanity. The legs,
I like it.
yeah.
I like it.
I think the
You did
body
great.
is work. Yeah, I
Love
think the body
it.
needs a little extra work. I think that's where I'm feeling
Yeah.
itched at. Probably should have toned him down a bit. Seriously though, you should have seen the size of his head earlier.
They'll love it. You can see the pain in his eyes.
So yeah, this I'm working a little bit more in both. I'm trying to get shading a little bit down and trying to get the finer details. So yeah, you got the little lines in the eyes, just a slight more crossing going on with it. Even the arches on the legs, the leg and arm, where obviously he's putting a lot of weight and it is cramping up badly. While his dance partner, which I just grabbed Pinkie Pie. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea who to put in there. I was thinking maybe put one of us in there, but we don't have a whole lot of people I would be swing dancing with, so I just threw in Pinkie Pie. Why not?
Well, if you threw me in there, you would just be throwing me into the ceiling as you cramped up.
No, my cramping would be me getting cramped up as I'm trying to put you in a trash compactor.
Surprisingly, it's not the first time we would have both been in a trash compactor.
Raw.
Is that going to be the next challenge of the week?
Game.
Trash compactor?
Well,
Yeah, there's a VR chat game where there is a trash compactor.
Oh yeah, that thing. But
Yep.
yeah, this is the what I made, and I'm also going to be doing my best to try to solo focus on these creations now and try to give them a little bit more time to stew in the oven rather than trying to crank them out with a couple of hours to spare in between calls at work. I don't expect it to go well at all. But we also got one entry, as I was literally talking, by Coal Dust. Coal Dust, I got a really wild question here.
Yes.
Now, looking at this, it doesn't look like this is a normal art program that you are doing this in.
No, I literally scribbled that on Tabletop Simulator during D&D last night.
Oh, okay. You know, not where I was going, but it still looks cool. I like it.
It is just a scribble, but it's a scribble of a pony. I've got more scribbles. One of my favorite things to do during D&D is scribble on the table.
That makes sense, especially when people are taking turns.
Sure enough. And of the one other entry that we did get, and I'm not gonna lie, confusion abounds on this one. Oh, I forgot to throw that in here, didn't I? I did. Oh no. Okay, I'll have to hammer that one out. Apparently, I forgot to throw in all of the challenges, the newbie artist training ground stuff that I did after last week's stuff into the content creation. I thought I did. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, Chaos Takai also threw in this one. He also threw in the video, but he put it in horse videos because it was a little bit more all over the place. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. I'm sure he would be more than happy to throw his 2 cents in. But along with this, he also threw in a little blurb here in content creation, so I'll just go ahead and read this. Lumi fights Inferno and wins, but Inferno comes back thanks to the power of waifus. Jutstream Sam then shows up and fights Inferno. Sam wins, but Inferno comes back thanks to the power of evil waifus. But waifu can only take you so far, and Sam hits Inferno with Zandatsu pulling out his flaming heart, pulling out its flaming. Oh, Sam hits Inferno with a Zandatsu, pulling out its flaming heart and exploding it. So he took a heart that was on fire and made it explode. Okay. Soul Edge floats in place as Lumi and Sam take turns slicing the evil sword. Soul Edge explodes, destroying the evil blade. A portal appears, sending Lumi back to her home world while Sam finds another way home. Soul Calibur appears before Sam, startling him. Sam gets an idea. Cut to Jetstream Sam DLC of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Right before the fight with Senator Armstrong, Sam draws a sword, but the blade is now blue instead of his usual red. Sam now wields the power of the Soul Calibur and plans to dispense justice across the world. 15 minutes. So this is fan fiction at its finest. This is literally fan fiction in every way.
Also, second, I did a quick check on that Sunset.
Right.
About for pre-order, about $120. Will be out November 2025.
You wanna? What? What?
For a reissue. It's a reissue.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Okay.
It's on BBTS.
Okay,
Hey,
so
there's another Sunset Shimmer releasing.
Yes, it's a reissue.
So apparently, Kotobukiya is redoing the Sunset Shimmers because I guess there's enough popular demand to make another run of it.
Yep,
Holy
because
crap.
looking at, again, Big Bag Toy Store, they have Celestia, Twilight, Luna, and I think that's all the Kotobukiya that's in stock with pre-orders for Dash,
And
Sunset, and
price
Applejack.
point is going to be 300.
What? Price point
What did you
300.
say?
What?
No, 120.
Which is
120,
still
okay.
more.
I thought I heard a large number go by and all that, and I did not understand what was going on.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, the video that Chaos Sakai is talking about, and yeah, this is 15 minutes long, and it literally is fan fiction. So we'll just give little snippets of it in this case. But yeah, large parts of it is just the actual fights that were going on, which are really
Oh,
cool
okay.
fights. But yeah,
Wait. Did we ship Lumi with something?
no, Lumi he just kind of popped Lumi into a Soul Calibur fan fiction about a ninja from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, apparently getting the Soul Calibur to dole out justice through the universe. I try really hard not to think about it because I'm not sure.
A fun, convoluted mess. I like it.
Yeah, that's the best way to think of it. It's fan fiction, and it is literally fan fiction every way. Okay, there's a better way to quality this at least. Let's give a little justice here. But yeah, apparently the power of waifus.
That explains that image now.
Yeah, that's partly why that image exists and what happened with what's been going on with this video. Which he didn't post it in the content creation. He posted it in horse videos. So that's also part and parcel why I'm just considering it kind of fan content.
Yeah, because Lumi shows up, but she is not the focus.
Yeah, not by a long shot.
Mhm.
But
yeah,
but yeah, they said they made it based off. They took inspiration from a YouTuber called Dragon of Sparta. So, inspiration takes many forms, and if it helps you become a better and better creator, all power, go for it.
Mhm.
Now, along with that, as I mentioned, let me double check. I don't think we got any other content creation though, so I'm gonna have to do a quick dig here, real fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me with an arm cramp or basically a hydraulic fail, and I'm like running to try and find it. Robots can get cramps as
cramp.
well.
I see. That's cramp. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes stuff fails, and you gotta be like, "Well, I can't force it out, so I gotta go fix it."
All right. So, how far did I get in this? Okay, so I got up to 28 to day 28. So I literally only had 3 days afterwards, and Funny enough, the last 3 days of the artist training ground, I decided to storyboard it a bit. Because the first one, I decided, why I did the entire artist training ground with nothing but general My Little Pony G4 and G5 characters. Let's go ahead and go to the artist a little bit, because I was literally running myself a little ragged trying to do all of this while experimenting, practicing, trying different things. So I did a little accumulation of it. The story of me basically running around panicking. This was for the prompt draw a pony reaching the end of the road, which my pony literally did by accident. Gotta pay attention to where you're going. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Come on, help me out here, brain. Give me something. Fine. Then draw a pony stretched thin. Of course, a circuit dangling and reaching for his papers as far as he can, and would probably be a little stretched thin, especially when they're on the edge of a cliff. And then the last piece I did, come on, brain. Work with me for 5 seconds. I just need you for 5 seconds, and then you can derp out for the rest of the day, okay? And now that I've finished admonishing my brain, yep, the draw pony, that basically graduating or, celebrating a job well done. This one I put a lot more effort into the scenery, my attempts at trying to make something that looked like a bush that caught onto a circuit there that he was dangling from, and lighting and shadowing a bit, because, sun rising at the end of or setting, however you want to put it. And just a little bit of a poignant moment.
I appreciate that, but I'm also like, how did you get caught? No, wait, I see nope, magic's not a factor.
Magic is not a factor. Just imagine the branches caught onto, like, the backs of the knees or something. I'm just wedged in there nicely.
Okay, because there's another option that I don't want to think of.
Then don't think of that option. Am I in hell? No, but trying to explain this is definitely putting me onto the coals. Speaking of coal.
Remember, man?
Hi.
Any thoughts on the art entries?
I think they're good. I find it very interesting that this one you've decided to blur out your crotch with the branch. I feel like that is going to be for a reason.
It was just the best way I could think of him getting caught in the branches without driving myself crazy trying to look like branches entangled in his legs.
You do realize
it's entangled in one of the legs.
Oh, yeah. Dear God. Okay, you know what? No,
this is a sign that you need to shave your bush.
I'm not winning this war, and I'm not gonna try. I'm just walking away.
It looks good.
Right.
It's fine, man. We're just being silly.
I know. Especially since you can see, some of the crotch area down there. I mean, it's not all covered up. That would have been the most horrible blur job in existence.
It also does not help that you decided to make it look like your magic was going off.
How?
What? I don't see that.
How? What?
Okay, so the way I normally do magic is I have it a little bit bled from either the fur color or the eye color. I forget which color magic circuit is.
But Circuit's horn is completely devoid of magic, though.
Yeah.
It's from my perspective, and I'm like, that's why I was thinking that.
Am I in hell? Yes,
okay.
I'm definitely in hell, Kasukai. I'm definitely in hell. Alright, anyway. In all honesty, you probably should have seen what the sketch looked like before I really started to try to refine the bush. Okay, joke aside. So, with that out of the way, time to go to the picker wheel so we can go ahead and get prompts in and find out what our challenge for next week will be, which will be a lot more focused and not ham-fisted into whatever else I'm doing. Magic deficiency. We're already getting started there.
I'm considering if I want to put in Skyline Chili.
Snugglebug. That would be the weirdest prompt ever because I would literally be having to guess. I've never had Skyline Chili. Not for lack of trying. Mizzle.
Sold in stores,
Creature,
but it isn't Ohio-based thing.
Yes. Creature, I will ask details if we get that. The cake is a lie. The room. That's not mine. Okay.
No, we already got it with magic deficiency.
I'll be nice about it. Warm-up exercises. It just seemed like a prompt immediately. I'm not gonna lie. It just seemed like good timing. My dad's hat. God, I hope that one doesn't come up.
My dad wears many hats.
Wait. Oh, Chaos. My dad's hat is the prompt. Okay, I get it. I follow. I got there.
That's why we have to ask with some of this, because we don't know at times.
No, I didn't register that my dad's hat was Chaos Akai's prompt. I thought that was somebody else, and then it's like, that is my prompt. It's like, what are you talking about? You just said it wasn't your prompt, or that's not mine, not your prompt, or it's like, oh no, wait, he put in dad's hat. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Fine, then I'll go with that's not mine as my prompt.
Okay, that's not mine. No, I didn't put that in my hat.
I didn't put that in my hat.
Dang it. What have I done to myself again?
Second, do you need a hug, man? Do you need a hug?
I always do, but that's not happening. Anyway.
Too bad I'm a hugger and I would.
Anyway. Just gonna give it a second longer here. Make sure everybody has a chance to get their prompts in. I'm totally not looking at the Blue Sky app to see about getting prompted about getting notifications, especially when a very famous artist might actually make a point of things.
Are you okay, Second?
We all know I'm not okay. I have no idea what's going on anymore. But honestly, I didn't want to. I'm trying to keep an eye on Andy Price.
I know. I understand why.
Because everyone, usually, I hope they do it on Blue Sky as well. But usually, he makes an announcement when he's going to be taking commissions, the bigger commissions. That will be done during the convention, and he is going to Everfree. So I'm hoping I can get a thing on that and get onto his commission list. But I also have to make sure I have the money for that because it's stupid expensive.
Good luck.
Thank you. I need it. All right, I think we got all the prompts there, so we're gonna go ahead, randomize, and spin to win.
Oh no. Do we have to learn what it means?
We apparently do. Chaos Akai. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Creature.
I know it is creature. I Chaos Akai on the brain now. Creature.
Light
Missile.
raid.
No. You fooled us. You fooled us. Creature, you fooled us. No, we were free. We were free now. Next week's challenge is Mizzle, which is apparently a light rain.
Light rain. Oh no. Oh, it sounded familiar.
You have to say for your fellow.
No, Cole will
Grizzle.
do whatever he
Grizzle.
wants because it is his protest initiative challenge.
Yes, the protest initiative challenges. I had an idea and I completely. Oh right, now I remember. The protest this week is a la mode.
Okay,
Oh no.
give me a second here. Things are not working the way I want them to. I'm not getting a proper copy over. All right, let's try this way.
Why am I blanking on what that means?
I'll tell you what. I'll put up a comic in voice chat insanity that will make it very clear.
I know what it means, and I think I know what comic you're gonna be throwing in there too. It's a
There it is.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites. Happy anniversary of it, by the way.
So
I will say I could make a protest initiative challenge because there is an event coming up very soon that is near and dear to my heart, which sadly I will not be able to do much for it this year, but it will be in my mind.
Oh. Okay, I
So,
think I got
a
it now.
mizzle is a very light rain, or basically, apparently, like drizzle, or it could also be vanish.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm going to be honest with you. I just assumed there was a dragon named Mizzle that I just didn't know.
I thought it was something like that too. I had no idea what mizzle was until it suddenly rain.
And vanish.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm not gonna
That
lie.
is a-
I almost wish you would have said Drizzle, because apparently Drizzle is also a open source database management software system, which would have been so hilarious to try to.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
Yeah.
But
I
again,
do
creature, thank
like
you for
that
the.
18th century use of the word mizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Rain is so in.
Actually,
this-
yeah, light rain,
yeah.
drizzle. It basically mizzle is just another way of saying drizzle. Of course, I don't know where the vanish came from, because even the well, I mean, I'm looking at Google. Let's bring up Merriam-Webster here.
I'm also looking at
Oh,
Google, and then
to
I
depart
hit the
briefly.
more. Yeah, it goes into the late Middle English.
To depart suddenly.
Yeah,
Wow, this is
mizzle,
just-
dated informal from the 18th century. Verb mizzle. Go away suddenly.
No one's
or
reading the other
vanish.
meaning of mizzle. Yeah, it says vanish, and I don't know what it means by vanish, because I am literally not seeing anything else saying vanish. I'm seeing the one verb of it to mean depart suddenly. Yeah, like which that is the weirdest way I've ever seen mizzle. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna mizzle out of here. You're gonna what?
What up, my
Oh, he's
missiles?
already gone. What up, my mizzles?
Mm. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the thing that I'm
just
seeing
because
says
Chaos said it.
he mizzled into the crowd.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just basically, you Homer Simpson, he mizzled into a bush. Yeah, let's see. To disappear quick. Oh, yeah, here we go. The Cambridge Dictionary. Disappear quickly and suddenly. Mizzled in the crowd. Gentleman who employed me had mizzled. And he owed me. What the mizzle? What the.
Yeah, apparently, looking at the use over time, it dipped out around the 1900s,
Great.
and it's only coming back now, mostly because of the being another word for rain.
Well, plus it sounds amazing, and I don't blame him. You know, yeah. Yo, I'm gonna mizzle out of here. You're gonna what? Just.
And I'm gonna assume it probably comes from Snoop Dogg's way of speaking with all the izzles.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go and get the mizzle. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and the Allo mode is simply is basically putting vanilla ice cream on top of it. Usually
yes.
Usually you get pie Allo mode, but you also can have cake Allo mode, crumble Allo mode. I think
People would
Pizza.
love to have everything a la
I
mode
don't know why
just
you
because they
would-
want ice cream.
I don't know why you'd want a pizza.
Apple
Allo mode.
crisp.
Thank you, crisps. Oh, dang it! I kept trying to think what is it? It's like you bake it and it has fruit in it, then it's like a little crumbly top. It's an apple crisp or cobbler. You can call
Cobbler.
Yeah, you can get cobblers Allo moded. But yeah, basically Allo mode is just ice cream on top. Vanilla ice cream traditionally. Anyway, we'll leave that up to your guys' definition on that one. So we got drizzle, which can go two different ways. Or, no,
Mizzle.
I'm sorry, mizzle. You see, this is where my brain's already going. We got Mizzle and Alamode.
Your brain will not survive.
No, it is not. Oh, dear world. I have no idea how I'm going to get this. All right. And with that, that is it for our news and our content creation. And now it's time for the fun stuff. I'm just going to get this started up. Now, actually, before I get that started up, let's actually do a little intro here. Now that I give it a quick thought. So, Tales from the Herd. This is an interesting little game that started to pop up. The reason it got to my attention is I was looking at pony games in Steam because it was kind of funny that, you know, we had a few different pony related games in one way or another popping up in Steam. Get your hands off my waifu. Let's see. There was that one with a D in it that I recently got an update to.
Delirium.
Thank you, Delirium.
And
There's also
Evil
some more
like pony game.
There's also some more interesting ones, to put it lightly. But one that came to our attention was Tales from the Herd, which looked really interesting at the start, but the more we watched, the more we were just like, oh no. Because it was starting to look very copyrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least it had some indications of it, like the Manticore. The pony looked suspiciously like Twilight Sparkle. And just some of the atmosphere and everything kind of felt like
No matter what you name the character, if it looks like the character, that's copyright infringement to an extent.
Yeah, I'm not going to dig into that one. But anyway, it was still something that got my...
It's my own original character, Twilight Sprinkle.
You know, considering some of the games that are on Steam, you're not entirely wrong on that either. But the funny thing about it is, I decided to keep an eye on it because one, I kind of hoped it would still come out, and two, I was hoping to grab a hold of it as quickly as I could the moment it does because I didn't think it would last long. But when I was looking over it during recent Next Fest, actually, I was trying to see if they had a demo. Apparently, not a demo, but an alpha build was released, but they released it on itch.io, which I was able to locate. And so we're going to take a look at this alpha build that they threw onto itch.io and get a better idea of what this Tales from the Herd is. Maybe drum up some interest for those of you out there that are starving for a good pony game. So now that context is out of the way, let's see about getting this sucker loaded, which I was able to load, but my computer was like, you don't want to do that. No, that's ignorant. You don't want to do that.
That's ignorant.
Oh god.
So the other part of this is the last content update that I saw up there was about a few weeks ago.
It was relatively recent, so it does look like it is being updated on the regular, which is good news. It means that they are still working on it at this point, which I am very hopeful for. Sorry, go ahead now.
Basically, I was trying my best to see the update thing of it because, you know, I don't know if it's the American style or the rest of the world style for day, month, year, or month, day, year.
Alright, and here we are. The game literally starts up like this. It gives you an intro screen with the sound of a train horn, which honestly was freaking me out a bit because I thought Coal Dust was doing something and I didn't know that was the game until just now.
Off only.
It means something like...
But then, yeah, it just has a train coming up and then this blank slate of a character popping out. Now, once again, this is an alpha build, so I would not be surprised if somehow I end up breaking this thing wide apart or some things look weird and wrong. So, you know, grain of salt, everybody.
Honestly, I say this is pretty damn good.
Well, so far,
Yeah, the walking animation looks pretty good.
The walking animation.
Look at him go! Look at him go! Oh wow! Okay, I'm sorry. That's being. Yeah, no. If you give it a fluid moment, you even see the eyes kind of move with the character a little bit there. So really, yeah, it is really
That's
nice.
neat.
So, hello there, friend. New around here, huh? Don't worry. You have plenty of time to get your bearings. You can call me Cooper. And while I'm sure you'll be fit to bear a great number of names, for now, how about I just call you a friend? Oh, and don't mind the Animal Crossing sound. You know, ever since Animal Crossing, we all make this noise. Voice acting's expensive after all. Now, I've no doubt that you have questions. Ask me anything, and I'll have an answer.
Where do babies come from?
Alright, where am I? Here? Nowhere in particular.
That is vague and unhelpful.
Is that a joke?
What did you do to my tail?
It is! It's also the truth. Well, if you have no other questions, I suppose I should recommend getting comfortable. Because the train isn't quite ready to board. Wait a minute. There's something else I wanted to ask. I've no doubt that you have questions. Ask me anything, and I'll have an answer. Alright, where is every pony? Most ponies don't need to come through here, hence the state of things. A pony like my younger self, though, a pony like you, we're special. And we need the station as much as it needs us.
So, before we continue, are we sure we're not doing someone's fanfic of Cole?
I'm sure Cole will. Let's see. So, wait, the station needs us?
I'm around, kind of.
Suspect it wouldn't be here otherwise. After all, every train needs passengers. Well, if you have no other questions, I suppose I should recommend getting comfort. Oh, yeah, here I go. No, I still want to. Is this your train? Train's been around much longer than I have. Wouldn't say anyone owns it. But yes, I do conduct it. Okay, how long has it been here? That I could not put into words, friend. Well, if you have no other questions, okay, fine. Jeez, do you know when it will be? Oh, it'll just be a moment now, not to worry. Alright, what can we do while we wait? Glad you asked. In the meantime... I'm glad you asked, but in the meantime, I'd recommend to visit the dressing room in the back. Hope you don't mind me saying, but you look a bit pale at the moment, almost like you have no character at all. The trip in back room might get you to check it, film like yourself again. Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks. Sure thing.
We're at a magical train station, and our only point of contact is being vague and semi-unhelpful.
Alright, so, yep, now here you can get the, let's see.
How fluffy do you want to be, Circuit?
Let's go a little fluffy, but we're gonna keep it a down floof. Maybe not quite as, but, well, is it mare face? We'll go with stallion face.
And I definitely think in the male body because, you know, you have to click on the female symbol.
Let's see. Oh! Okay, you got beard options here. Let's go ahead and give him a beard and a bit of a mustaching. You know, this is a weird part of me that kind of wants to see if I can make this look like CMC now for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Chops.
You know, we're just gonna get. We're gonna give our guy here a mustache. Oh, you can make his head a little more rounded shaped than mustache. You know what? We're gonna do the rounded shape then. I'm gonna trim off the beard, but keep the mustache going. There we go. Look like I've been through the ringer here. Oh, right. Oh, you can color them.
Yep, you can color all this.
Yeah.
Second, if you'd gone stick with the pink.
No, we are not doing more Wharf Stash. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's see. I think yeah. Let's see. This is how we can adjust the body color. Okay. I'm just gonna reverse the circuit main colors here a little bit to make it easier to spot in all of this.
No, because you have a lot of neon in your color scheme.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it. Let me do it. Oh God, that's a pitch. You know what? We're doing it. We're gonna make a deep voice because we can. Oh, it is set to female. Okay, all right. I see. You literally have the gender thing right there. Okay. But hey, you know what? It means you can make it whatever the hell you want to.
Trans.
God, that's so hilarious. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you, Circuit. See, now isn't that better? Bet you feel like a new Colt. Thanks. I don't suppose I'll get an explanation back there, huh? On the contrary, the mirror's enhanced with ancient magic and reveals our true selves. Wait, how'd that happen? On that subject, I'm a little less informed. My true self is a conductor, not a historian. What I do know is that there's a lot more of it out there, beyond the tracks and thicket. When your time to board does eventually come around, friend, and trust me, I know it will, remember to have an open heart and mind on your journey. Just look. There are unforgettable lands out there, places with rich history and natural beauty I could not possibly do justice in describing. You're destined to cover such places. Incredible, isn't it? This must be the place the stories were written about. Ooh. You won't be alone. Who's that? Friend. From a long time ago. Ah! What timing that is. Looks like your journey begins now, friend. Ticketmaster has finally arrived. It'll be dangerous? Nonsense. Well, maybe a little. Honestly, I can't be sure of exactly what you'll see out there. But like I said, you won't face it alone. You can throw her at the dangers and then run away. Okay.
Second, you know the funniest thing? You might have inadvertently
What's up?
showed how Second Light became a thing.
Oh, are you looking for a train ticket? My name's Circuit Mander. Nice to meet you. Charming. So I suppose you are looking to board. Wait, what can I call you? The Ticket Master, as I'm in the business of tickets, and I also excel at my work. You know, okay, alright then. Yes, agreed. Let's get on with this. Let me see here. Alright, so, Mr. Mandator. My clock says it should be about 8:30 p.m. at your destination. Is that correct? It is actually 8:30 right now. So, yes, that is correct. Perfect. Noted. Okay, and next, your destination is experiencing summer right now. Is that correct? Or should it be winter? I hate you! Yes, it's summer.
Okay, that's freaking
I
out.
know. About the village's layout. Oh my god, I wonder. Anyway, let's keep going. About this village's layout, are you looking for a complete surprise or do you have a design in mind? Surprise me. Very well. Last order of business is giving the village a name. What do you have in mind?
I want to just do this as Ponydale and see what happens.
Okay, no, but come on, Runaway with the Fastest Burr is such a name.
You know what? I'm not against it.
Okay. I'll just do Ponysdale. Very well. Now that not the what I know you would have picked it. I wouldn't have picked it either. This was set. Your village awaits him. Board the train outside and go marvel at it. Okay, fine. Here I go. God, this is so wild to see. I'm actually really impressed by the graphic design here. It feels cozy. Okay, so that's our map. And it has a find me and it's down 2 spaces, okay. Now I know I could go and completely just not go stupid on this, but I figured we're just gonna go ahead and let's see. Trying to figure out if this is going to do the zone thing or if it's yeah, it just has the grid for the edification. You just kind of it's continuous. All right. So
I think you gotta go around the lake.
No, I'm just gonna try to swim under the lake. I'm gonna go under the lake. Okay. Oh, this must be who I'm looking for. Hello, Rock.
Hi, Tom.
Oh, it's a fire. Oh, and a bunch of grain I can steal. Hey, how's it going? Violet Spade. I was beginning to wonder if anybody was ever going to show up. There's a ton of history here, right in the topsoil even, if you know where to look. Though, you don't seem to be very well equipped for recovering artifacts. Are you actually here for field work? I'm still not sure why I'm here. Oh, so you're not here as an archaeologist, at least. My apologies. Perhaps I should properly introduce myself. My name is Violent Spade, non-affiliated. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Circumander, I guess. Circumander. You okay? Sorry, I'm just not... It helps me to remember, is all. Oh, and sorry about all the confusion a moment ago. I often don't meet new ponies, in case that wasn't obvious. No worries, it's nice to meet you. Yes, likewise. So, you must have found my map. You might have noticed that it's a little light on details, but I had plans to fill it out as I went, though I was never much of an artist. Actually, did you want to try your hoof at it? Well, you haven't seen my art yet. All that matters is the map works for you. Here, you can borrow these pencils for a while. Feel free to mark them up with as many notes as you need. You can always erase if you change your mind. Let's try this out together right now. Earlier, I was excavating in the village. Great spot for artifacts, by the way, and I came across a few gems. If you can get to them, they're all yours. You don't want them? Don't get me wrong, gems are pretty. And in the right hooves, they can mean a lot to some pony. Just not my hooves. I'm here for the history, and my bags only have so much space. Okay, ready? Unless you have a great memory, I recommend you write the spot down in your map so it's easier to find. Gem is located at E2.
Oh, that's
after
always
you find
fun.
the gem, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Excellent.
And there we go. There's my gem, or really bad parachute.
Yeah, I thought it was an eagle head for a moment.
Oh. Oh, Z, there we go. Okay. Okay, so running is an option. So yeah, you can just trot along or you can gallop. Ooh, there it is! It's the SS Gem! It's such a beautiful boat. And I guess that's rock here too.
Why is there even a boat here?
You know, of all the things I expected, that was not one of them. And I'll give him credit. You can't open up the map when you're in the water.
I now have the question of, could you have just went straight through the lake?
I don't know if it's a lake. It could very well be an ocean.
I'm talking about on the way
Oh.
from train down.
Okay, there's your interact. You gotta press E to interact on it.
Alright.
Okay, I think it was just a single gem, so let's see what that happens there. Hey there. Hello, hey, looks like you found yourself a gem. Not without your help, I didn't. Of course, I'm happy to lend a hoof where I can. This app could be pretty useful, huh? Yeah, I have no idea. I almost started to swim out into the ocean. I know I certainly got lost quite a bit during my first few trips here. How long have you been here anyway? Oh, not sure. Maybe a couple months? Months? You've been out here by yourself the whole time? Yeah, wait, is that weird? Well, whatever makes us happy, I guess, right? Might seem a little strange, but something about this place feels inviting in a way. No, I guess I understand if some ponies didn't feel the same as I do. Anyway, about the map. I highly recommend you at least using at least one color to mark landmarks on your map when you come across them. Nobody say that they have to look something out of a museum, but having small sketches of unique monuments from around the village can really help to orient yourself. Only suggestion though, every pony has their own way of doing things. I think I know a few more spots where I last saw gems if you're up for another hunt. Well, yeah, why not? A3 and C4. Oh, that must be an explosive gem.
And
Okay. Let's see.
honestly, this game style is very nice.
It's definitely a good art style, but let's see what else they do with it. Combine game space found them. Don't forget what I told you about marking landmarks. Yep, I got it. Which, okay, so, alright, it doesn't keep that mark down, so once you leave it, it removes the mark, it takes you off marking mode. Marking mark mode. Okay. Yeah, the graphics design is simple and sweet. I have no idea where the hell I am now. Oh, never mind. It doesn't take it off. You do have to turn it off manually. Good to know. Huh. That is a disturbing temp. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and be smart about this. mean, it may be just an alpha demo, but I don't know how involved this is going to get. Alright. There's my little tent there. Okay, and this apparently is some sort of a field. I'm not gonna lie, I rarely ever do this in games, so this is kind of a unique experience for me. Then again, I think it's been... Oichi mama. Boy, I like the vibes this is giving. I'm actually genuinely intrigued by this.
Honestly, I could see this being a streamer game.
Or just at least a comfort game, which would be really awesome. Those have really been starting to pop off lately, which is really sweet. Oh, hello. Let's see. We'll just kind of a kitchen abode, I guess. Or it kind of feels like that.
Yeah. Well, also, people have been trying very hard to be like a friendship slop because of games like Lethal Company or I think I just Repo. Like, you know, people buying games that they only play once with friends, and it's like, I will never understand why some people are very upset that there's co-op games that you can play with your friends. Because that's kind of, you know, dumb.
That is the worst stick course I've ever seen. That's my stick course.
You have a beautiful stick horse. Don't you ever call yourself otherwise.
What?
I was trying to be positive, but then I lost it. Wait, no.
I mean, come on. It's obvious. It's obvious where what some of these things are, which is what has me curious about this altogether. But I'm gonna leave my assumptions out of it for now. They could surprise me.
It's clearly an alternate universe, if anything, because that structure no longer exists. Or
it could have been.
It's
who knows? I'm not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Anyway. There's the violet spade. Whoops. Hi. Hey there. Hey. Okay. Second Miranda. Welcome back. You found them, huh? Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at this. Yeah, it's certainly true. Now that you've gotten around, what has been your favorite part of the village?
the treehouse.
Honestly, I kind of would like to... What do you mean? This could be rebuilt. Certainly, there'd be quite a lot of work. I mean, I'm not a carpenter or anything, but imagine the remaining infrastructure is lost with weakening foundations, compromised beams, lack of accessibility. Okay, yeah, I mean, it would need a ton of work, but it would be pretty cool. I can appreciate vision. Maybe one day enough ponies would take an interest in restoring this place. But for the time being, I think it's just us here. Now that you're back here, I suppose I can let you know about another batch of gems I remember seeing. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and hear it. Alright, D2 and E3. At this point, I think I'm just like whatever. Just yeah. Furthermore, I remember seeing a third one, but I don't recall the exact coordinates. Third and final jam is in the town square with the fountain and houses. Good luck. Oh,
Remember, we're all counting on you.
So now it's playing the mind games. Alright, so one should be to the right here. Yep, there it is. And the reason that I couldn't pick them up earlier is because they literally didn't exist until now. Alright, so, yeah. Actually, you know what? If I went swimming, what happens if I... Yeah. Oh, there you are. Alright, now let's see here. The town square. I'm gonna make a bold assumption here real fast and just see what... Oh. Oh, no, that's where... Yeah, go south of here and see what happens. Okay. A great and powerful destruction of pile of wood. Wait, oh wait.
Oh, God.
Oh, this. Oh boy, this is the town square. Okay. Okay, so I apparently was a lot closer to the town square than I thought. A lot closer than I thought. Oh, that was a building I was running across earlier. I should have just given it a second. Okay. Okay. There should be a gem around here, I think. Oh, there it is in the field in one of the fields I found earlier. Okay. And yep, just straight to the right. Oh, there she is. Hey there, Violet Spade. Good evening, Circuit. Another set of gems added to the collection, huh? Hey, how's it going? Anything interesting out there? Tell me a little more about this place. Sure, ask away. Why was it abandoned? That is curious. That's what I'm here to find out. Most of the dilapidation I've observed seems to be natural, so I think a cross of extreme disaster. So I could cross off extreme disasters like a dragon attack. Perhaps even more interesting is the age range of the personal items. I look around here. Some look to be at least 200 years old. We also found mail with a postage stamp that was only in circulation for a period of about 100 to 90 years, so I'm guessing abandonment was quite gradual. Found mail. Couldn't you open it and get the exact date? It's a federal crime! It's actually... Oh, let's see. What have you been up to? Looking for a missing tool. Actually, if you see a mixed bristle brush, let me know. Okay. Okay, how about a little about yourself?
I'm pretty sure it's only a federal crime if it's dressed to a dragon that's alive now. If it's dressed to a pony that's passed away, then, the statute of limitations?
Okay, let's see. Well, Alright, well, apparently there's nothing else at the moment except for bristle brush. There's apparently a bristle brush somewhere out here. So, I guess we'll just check out all of the square areas. Let's try starting at A1.
Again, it's one of those things of I can place it on the timeline. I don't know the story of how it happened. Because from what I'm seeing here, this is a world where the magical mystery cure never happened.
I think there's a little bit more involved with this, but fair enough.
The only reason I'm saying that is because the evidence of Trixie's wagon, the library still being here, and the fact that we saw an image of Twilight. Now, again,
no, we saw
probably
an
not
image of
Twilight in
Fausticorn.
here.
We saw the pony statue and the Fausticorn. That
Yeah.
means nothing. Okay. Alright. And yeah, we can't cross the train tracks. So I'm just gonna go south a little bit here. Okay. Let's see, do I want to try going... Yeah, let's try going down. I don't know why, it just feels like, I think the more interesting stuff is not going to be near the train tracks. This is a dilapidated house. That's a funky tree. Oh, got some brambles. So, a little bit of everfree forestry at work here. Okay, and there's got some signage here. Okay, not finding much of anything. Wait, no, that's tree. Okay.
Yeah, I just realized this is all demo that you've been doing so far.
Yeah,
It's
all
an,
alpha.
it's an alpha build actually, so like there might not be much to go on right now, but I feel like there's gonna be a little bit more at least. But yeah, it's an alpha. This is an alpha build, early alpha.
If this is alpha, goddamn.
Yeah, I know they got some really good bones here. They can take this to some amazing places if they keep working on it.
Absolutely.
And it feels like it's gonna kind of either go, either discovering the history of a city or rebuilding the city. It's hard to tell which way to go. Maybe both. Like, I mean, the joke I made about the Animal Crossing sounds might have been a little bit closer to home than I realized.
I mean, that makes sense, but there's definitely a lore here with how many references to the show.
Definitely got the Fausticorn here.
Again, more or less showing that, yes, this is alternative universe, but still.
Is that when you look at that map? Is there an indicator of where you are? I wasn't paying too close.
Yeah, it's a pinkish purplish blob there on the B2 right now.
Okay, so did you already do that part that says find me?
Yeah, that's where I'm at the Velvet Spade.
The possible not Twilight.
The possible not Twilight, but we're not sure either. They're kind of all wrapped up, so it's hard to say. But yeah, they started me on the gem hunt thing, and then now they talked about missing a bristle brush, which I think might be the next thing that we got to do. Only problem is we got no real hints about where that bristle brush would be located, so I'm essentially just combing.
Comb the desert. Do you hear me? Comb the desert.
Yeah, we ain't found shit.
Oh shit.
Okay, and apparently Rob Paulson was in that shot for the desert.
Yeah, apparently there was a lot more famous people than you would expect in that whole shot, or at least future famous people. So they weren't quite there yet, which is funny. It'd be funny if the bristle brush was actually here and I just didn't pop up until later. Actually, it would have been funny if it was right there, though.
And I'm guessing you don't have a thing to go back to like dialogue of what they said.
Not entirely. I could just talk to him again. Oh! I can use the gems for stuff here. Okay.
Do they do anything, or is it all just
Cosmetic.
It just
outfit?
It just looks cosmetic-y for now. Okay. Wow, that is not the resolution I'm playing at right now, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Okay, I feel like that I'm... Okay, hold on, let's double check the controls here, because I think there might be an inventory I'm not aware of. Up, down, jump, gallop, toggle walk, toggle crouch, sit, rest, interact. Use, sell item, talk, pick up item, toggle map. Let's see.
I'm assuming that means that they're I guess I'm assuming that means they're anticipating gamepad support.
It looks like they already did have gamepad support. It might depend on if you're playing with the keyboard and mouse or if you start moving with the controller. Okay.
Go back
What?
to that gyms menu.
Wait.
Go back to the... Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Which menu?
Go back to that menu where you bought the thing with
Oh,
the gyms.
Oh,
Go to
wait.
the item that you bought.
Oh, I see. That's how you equip it. Oh, that's disturbing if you think about that for a second. The cute quilt dress. Does that give anybody any thoughts?
It's a cute quilt.
Okay,
Don't question the cute quilt. It's made of lots of cuteness.
hold on. What about that duck floaty? Is that safe, or am I just saying it because the yellow?
It's probably you're just thinking yellow. It just looks like a duck floaty around the waist.
Okay, you know I have to be careful because of the quilt dress.
Alright, so, you know, I'm starting to see... Oh. Oh no. I might be right and I might be... Oh no. I don't... Oh, this is... Oh, crap. This might be a little bit more intensive than I thought, and I might actually have to spend a few days on this. This actually looks a little more Animal Crossing-ish than I expected. I think it actually is real time. Because these fireflies didn't show up until just now. And it is now 9 o'clock in my time zone.
I was about to say, as soon as I heard that thing, I went... Oh no, it's actually reading your time.
Yep.
Because when it said 8:30 for you, it was 9:30 for me.
So I'm gonna just do a quick run around and see if there's anything else that catches interest real fast. Unless I get lucky and maybe find that bristle brush, but yeah, I don't think I can find that bristle brush, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it feels really real time, which, oh, that is, oh man. It's intriguing for a demo, I'll tell you that much.
An alpha demo at that.
Well, the thing about a demo is it usually tries to give you a taste of the game. It's an alpha build, so it's not even a demo per se. It's just an early concept of the game. So yeah, this may not be demo at all. This is actually how they want you to start the game, or their first initial idea for it.
Yeah, this wants to give you the feel of day one of the game, whereas a demo will give you the first hour.
It'll give you enough of a taste to know what you're dealing with.
Okay, there's the railroad. Stay at the top of the thing.
Oh. Look who it is. Need anything? The third master sure seems like he's fun at parties. Yeah, he's a lot, I know. How'd you guys meet? You were really testing a Stellan's own memory here. It was long before him, or whatever long before it means. Anyway, the master simply arrived at the station, same as you as I had, or a passenger. Wasn't meant to last, and just as Amir eventually revealed my role as a conductor, he would see his new destiny laid out to him. Wait, does Amir eventually have other plans for me as well? I have to circle back to that question. Sorry, much of the way those places loose, even to me, I certainly have no idea what my future held. But try not to let any uncertain future distract you from present ripe with opportunity. Okay. Is this place real? Well, to me it is. Doesn't that feel real to you? Feels kind of like a dream. You're long enough to grow used to the state of things, so I do recall the surreal feeling I suspect you're feeling now. Wait, is it
So,
actually a dream?
is this real life, or is it just...
No, I wouldn't quite call it that. For one thing, I'm certain most permanent in any dream I can remember. It usually makes more sense, though. I'm not dead, am I? No, my friend. You're quite well. And at the time, I'm sure we'll be visiting places that hopefully make a bit more sense. Just what have you been up to, I guess? But it gives us, let's see. I was just thinking maybe I should do more to keep the outside of the place well outside this place. Just saying hi. Take care of yourself. Will do. Okay, yep, you can come back here and change yourself out if you want to. That's cool. It's you again. So what is it now? Well, it looks like I can visit other villages, maybe. I don't know. It feels like I don't
You're at
know.
a train station.
Oh wait, I can't. Let's see. Oh, uh, oh, I see. So coming back here, you can change yourself around, but you have to. You can make different villages, apparently. But I wonder how different they are. Wow.
It might unlock new stories, but
Let's see.
I assume if they are going for that Animal Crossing vibe, that I guess eventually you could end up with like different structures and different places, things like that. But,
And different ponies and creatures.
Yeah. I mean, the way
It was the only one-
the way it sound with the city code, yeah, man, kind of gives that impression. All right, we're gonna. Oh wait. Oh, that is awesome right there. Okay.
I told you.
AAA game. Everybody buy it right now. I don't care if it's not on sale yet. You can move the lily pads. This is already key. That is
the fish swim out of the way.
that is such awesomeness. Oh, that is so awesome. I know that's a small thing, but it's those small touches that really give you the feel of a game.
And here I thought for it to be a AAA game, it has to involve fishing.
You know, because everyone loves fishing, don't they?
Tell me more about yourself.
Everything has to have a fishing mechanic.
Okay, where are you from? From a city, far away from here. As you leave. City's great for a lot of things, especially for busiest, but once in a while, Poe needs to be quiet. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. You know a little more about this place? You know when it was founded? Interesting question. In terms of dating buildings, okay, 600 years ago.
Okay,
Guess
so that
it's,
makes sense.
Skeleton. Right. Okay. Yeah. Skeletons would do it. All right. So my initial hunch is it might be something where I literally have to wait until tomorrow to do more things. But I am gonna see what happens if I go with tell it to take me to a new city and see what happens real fast. But yeah, no, this is extremely intriguing, and I'm really curious about how this could go. I think that scrub brush might have been a red herring. Where did this go
Or
in
it
the
could
village?
be the kind of thing where it tells you on one day of a task that needs to be done that you'll find the actual item the next day or a few days down the line. Because if this is an Animal Crossing does do that.
Alright, let's see what happens if I do 10 a.m. in the winter and snow done with this. Okay. I had no map. But, so the different map, different town, fair enough. Let's go to the Find Me and see if it's the same character or if that happens to change too. Okay, I found the town center. Right. I said winter, but it really doesn't look winterish at all, so I don't know if they have weather effects actually put in just yet.
Vaguely, it is a word for either vanish or rain, depending on your context.
The noun version is it's basically the same as a drizzle. The verb is basically to slowly vanish.
Yeah.
Who's caught outside in the drizzle?
Okay, so
How's
it's
the
still
drizzling,
Violet
my
Spade.
man?
Oh, that makes sense why there's a... Hey, how many times have I been here? Because the map's rearranged, but not the people. Oh, that's clever.
Okay. Okay, just giving quit. Let's see.
All right. Well, all right. You know, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna head off for the night. I need to look at a few things for work, and then pretty much go to bed.
Yeah, we're
You
probably
good,
gonna
man.
wrap
Have a
up the
good
game.
night.
We're probably gonna wrap up the gaming portion here anyway. Did you want to get a shout out while I wrap this up here?
I'll see you guys this week some point. So, yeah.
I also will be dropping because I got work tomorrow and I'm tired.
All right. Also,
Have a good
shout out.
one.
Do you also have a shout out?
Shouts out to all the amazing artists in the fandom who still make amazing art because, like, holy crap, there are so many of them. Also, don't forget 7-Eleven. It's this week, I think. It's like coming up soon. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. So, well, this is an alpha build of the prologue. So, yeah, I think the prologue is essentially going to be their demo in a way. And yeah, looking at the screenshots, actually, I think we might be pretty close to. Ow. We might already be pretty close to what is. I was watching the demo video. It feels like there might be a little bit more here. I don't know. I might try it for the next couple of days and see if anything changes. But for the moment, once again, this is the Tales from the Herd. It's a game. It's a game that is both on Steam at the moment, just to drum up interest, and there is an itch.io pre-alpha build that you can basically download for free if you absolutely want. It's a name your own price, so you can do it free, or if you want to donate some bits to the cause, which honestly I would want to do it as well, because that is some wild stuff. But honestly, this looks amazing and interesting. I am all for it. I'm going to be keeping my eye on this. I'm even going to give it a little bit of a review. But I'm really, 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 really hoping that they keep going with this. It feels like it has so much crazy potential, and I love it. And I can see the bones here, and I absolutely love it. And I'm really hoping that they continue with this. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start calming things down, and we're going to do that by going to our video segment. So hooray and huzzah, we're actually going to do videos this time.
Impossible.
It's not going to be a whole lot of videos, unfortunately. So quick change up of graphics here while everybody gets up and in. Also make sure we get our restream here. Beautiful. All right, and of course we're going to start off with something a little on the strange side. I don't exactly know what started this. We might not even watch half of the thing, but apparently some people have been doing demo videos of the Smash Brothers LOL Galaxy moveset. And apparently somebody decided to do Pinkie Pie. So, let's see what Pinkie Pie has.
Yeah, what is taking her so long? Just kidding. You guys really need to look behind you once in a while. Pinkie, you said you had something important to tell us? Not telling, so much as showing. In fact, what you're about to see may shake the very foundations of your perception for all time!
You know, the the fact that the survivor of Smash's Armageddon was a pink thing that eats a lot. Yeah, no, Pinkie would live. The hell is that? And I know this is Japanese music.
Yeah, but like I said, the whole dumb idea of all of this is you're looking at the promo video of Pinkie Pie's a Smash Bros. Character. So you're gonna see a lot of weirdness that is weird, doesn't make sense, or is just goofy as all out.
Kinda got that, but I was also like, why is Granddad here?
Why isn't he here? I mean, you got Catbug for crying out loud.
No, that's fair.
But it's kind of funny because as goofy as it is, it also kind of plays like an official demo too, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to figure out if this was just a joke or if somebody was actually making a Pinkie Pie Smash Brothers mod. But I figured it is a complete joke.
Now that kind of, the fact that it's a Smash Brothers thing, I'm kind of like, yeah. The two Knuckles as well, I'm like, did they make Ice Climbers into that?
It was a mishap with some of the baked goods. No, not baked goods. Big bad. No, it's not, silly. This is my pet alligator, Gummy. He's got no teeth. Hey, when you hear the party pants on
You know what? I believe it.
Using filtered as weapon.
Hey, Generator X!
I'm really hoping the creature doesn't want to kill me after this if it suddenly decides to copyright claim the song. I looked, I don't think it was, but I could be wrong, I don't know. Ah.
That would be EX.
Hold on. Okay, so the best I got is how long will it take by a person? So I don't think the Pony song is copyright, even if it is.
It's not the pony song I'm worried about, but I don't know if it's a pony song or what it is. Anyway, I think that's a good general idea of what you're looking at here. If you want to see the rest of it, this is from Interior Crocodile Alligator with Smash Brothers All Galaxy Moveset Pinkie Pie. Have fun with that one.
What? Oh my.
Oh god, and I just say that.
Something just came up that I'm like, oh my.
Yeah. Well, here's something fun. This one's gonna require some muting and a good chunk of time because this will get copyright claim if I let it play the song too long. But I thought it was such an interesting. Anyway, I'll let this speak for itself.
I don't need to check something.
Anyway, yeah. So obviously we are gonna be muting the random talking. This is from Daimondo, who I've seen pop around here. They make some interesting source filmmaker animations. And yeah, this is a World of Warcraft map, but there is Pony. Just be patient. I did not expect that, though.
That was a face.
Okay, and maybe Pony wasn't the right word, but Equestria girls.
It should be. You and I should get along so awfully.
Seriously, this is just so weird. I don't know why
it works.
It works, but it's
Wow.
weird.
DePesmo, you are just so. You are a mood, and we have to talk over it.
Wait, is that a
so,
Phoenix Wright Equestria
you know.
girl?
No, that just looks like somebody putting someone in a suit.
I kind of wanted it to be Phoenix Wright Equestria girl.
Is he the animator?
Yeah.
Oh God!
What?
Listen, snails, what did they do for you?
Seriously, this is so trippy.
I love the robotic emotions with here.
It's trippy and it's weird. And I kind of wonder if it compares to the actual music video for this.
I think we should run from this with all the fire. More fire.
Oh
What the heck did they do to you,
Gosh, who even the heck is the front guy in that group of 4?
I don't know who the front guy is, and I think it might be Daimondo's OC.
That could be it.
I mean, we also got one. I think it's Phoenix Wright. So, I'm gonna pause it here. We're past halfway.
Well, no, we've got Flash, Shining, and the camp counselor.
Yeah.
Timber.
Yeah, we got 3 obvious ones, so I don't know who the front guy is, but I don't recall him at all. But yeah, no, it is.
What's that guy that was standing? The guy at the chair? That was a different character. Oh God.
Yeah, this is just so wild, but I love the hell out of how wildly weird it is. Seriously, check it out. Again, Daimondo, Equestria Girls music video, People Are People by Depeche Mode. I'm sorry I kept having to block and blink. You know what we're dealing in. Anyway, hot day. I'm sorry, I did not unmute. Let's try that again.
Fan makes a brr.
The fan.
That caption just is so silly.
The trouble is brewing.
Okay, so something that was mentioned in that Depeche Mode PMV.
Yes.
Yeah, the original Depeche Mode. They're on a British naval ship.
That doesn't help if, I mean, yeah, cool, but that doesn't help with my thoughts on what the hell that is and how does it compare.
Well, I will say this: they was very creative putting putting them in a forge.
Fair enough. Anyway, this is from Pitbook Studio, Pony SFM, Hot Day. It looks like trouble's about to brew. You want to see what the ending result is? You gotta go check out the rest of the video. Next, what the hey?
What the hey?
What the hey?
What the heck?
oh.
No.
Oh my God, the lotion.
I'm just gonna leave that paused right there. If you want to
Not
see how this
before.
ends, don't worry. I'm sure it's not going where you think it is, baby. Paramare Animation. What the hey? We're gonna move on now. A Royal Scare 2. Yeah, we're gonna pause that right there.
That seems about normal for alicorns.
Yeah. But yeah, this is
And the
from
next
the SFM or Source Filmmaker Corner of Royal Scare 2. Pony Short. You want to see how this ends? You'll have to check it out and see the rest. Believe me, it gets interesting right at the end. And another PMV. I think. Let's see what it is. I like it loud, apparently. There could be a lot to this. Oh, there's a lot to this.
I just had a very fun little thing of this and the Depeche Mode playing at the same time, and I went, oh, that's what they mean by clashing music tones.
My only thing is I don't know if this is I don't know if this is a pony song or if this is one that can get us in trouble.
No, it's a normal song.
So obviously muting constantly is probably a good idea.
Yeah,
like
this sounds like pop.
Yeah, which really looks awesome though. Which also explains why in the world I didn't make it a closer. But no, seriously, this looks awesome.
Sorry.
They definitely did some work to make these characters very distinct.
Very much.
Yeah, the song I Like It Loud is by Cash Cash.
Yeah, as it says right there. Yeah, I do like the design, and it makes for that fun, flashy video where you don't have to really think about it too much, just kind of enjoy the moment. Except apparently he started floating out in space, so I'm gonna just leave that. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. That's perfect. Yeah. But yeah, this is from Wizzy, Wizzy Star.
A lot with all of the expressions and with what's going on.
Yeah, it's beautiful. This is why I really wanted to get to videos, because there was so much cool stuff here that I keep I say I keep finding, but let's face it, I'm going through like Equestria Daily and a few YouTube channels to get this stuff.
But yeah, definitely the kind of thing that just... Once you've watched the first little bit of it, you've probably watched basically all of the thing, because yeah, it just kept looping that one, that one starting set of moves.
Yeah, it's honestly good stuff.
Straight on.
It's good stuff. Check it out. Cash Cast, I Like It Loud, PMV. It's made by Wizzy. So who's claiming? Who is claiming tonight? Sorry, we got a lot to do and very little time.
Still, I'm amazed we are even having some of this stuff, because show's been over for 6 years now, and it's just amazing.
It's all tidied up and spotless. We're having guests over in just a few hours.
That's what you get when you have a creative fandom.
Come on!
Oh, and the fact that I know of at least 2 reactors I follow reacting to new stuff, and it's like, well, reacting to ponies for the first time, and I'm like,
so what? What's the comedy play for people?
Yeah? I don't want to do my chores. Okay? Can you do my chores, please? Yeah, sure. I'll do your laundry, remove the trash, and clean your whole room.
Oh, yeah!
I'm just playing with you, Dash. Can't believe you fell for that.
And then after that, you can wash my dishes, and then
Dash,
water all
no.
the water-sized plants outside.
No.
Really choose out some design.
This is why you don't play chicken with an idiot.
Go on and do my chores and Apple.
Ma'am? I don't think I like your attitude. Kiss my hoof.
Oh.
Rainbow Dash, you do that again now.
Wow, you ever got so mad that you became animated?
I think this was the actual intent of what they wanted to do, but they had to set it up.
Actually, it feels like they got a bunch of animators doing this. Oh, Comediverse! I get it now!
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait.
All right, we're
Okay,
gonna pause it there.
I'm
There's
gonna guess
probably
we get who does what segment at the end.
yeah, and probably a few more animated segments too. So I really recommend checking this out. I can't stress that enough. But yeah, this is
Yeah, that
a
was
full-on
in Smile
collaboration.
HD.
This was done by Yenny86YT. Who's Cleaning Tonight? Who's Cooking Tonight MLP parody with the Comediverse.
Man, that Smile HD reference.
Yeah, good stuff. Absolutely, I love this. All right, what else can I do?
I just made something unexpected. Something sharp. Something new. It's not symmetrical or perfect, but it's beautiful, and it's mine. What?
Does anybody know if this is pony music or is this actually
No,
based off
this-
of-
No, this
So-
is from a thing.
Got it. So I gotta be careful like normal.
Yep.
Animatic is really good though.
The mile, by the mile, I make perfect practiced poses.
I just don't know. Is this from a musical or is this from a Disney film I haven't seen kind of thing?
Fear of the Shard.
Hold on.
I think Fear of the
actually,
Shard
this
is
seems to be
the
a pony thing.
universe
Oh,
that
it
they're
is a
putting
pony
this
thing.
into.
It is. It's a fandom pony thing.
Wait, the song is?
Yes.
Oh, it's Encanto. A failed Disney princess Encanto. Okay, it's from
Okay.
Encanto apparently.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
so
a
that's-
ponyverse idea, but the song is not.
Yeah.
So very much careful.
That's
That
Disney.
the- in brackets there, that's just saying what universe it's in.
Mhm.
I wanna feel the shiver of something new.
And we're gonna
that's
pause
about
that
half.
there.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, what else can I
Okay.
do? My Little Pony Animatic. This is done by Envion. So please be sure to check it out. This looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like something interesting is really about to happen there. But for now,
They've got such smooth animation going on.
it's time to wrap it all up in a nice little bow and say goodnight. Because we had our fun. Tales from the Herd was played, and now apparently it's an Animal Crossing type game. So woof, boy, did I just open up a can of interesting worms, and I'm kind of happy for. Now I already put a review on it saying that I really love it, and I hope that they keep producing on it, and it comes out a full game. I really love it. So let's go ahead and get our shout outs in. Let's get starting off from the top of the list. Well, technically the top of the list is me, but then we got Crazy Matt Captain.
Fires, explosions, fossil fences, or yell your own things, I don't know. Probably be doing something Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know what we're doing either of those days at the moment, though. We'll see how it goes.
And DM21.
Have a great week, stay healthy, and don't get involved with shady characters.
And Textalion.
Michael.
And Tokoi.
Thanks for showing up. There's the Vaughn link. We'll see you over there for the after show.
Alright, and with that, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Please be sure to keep an eye on the Discord, because Wednesday should have Cozy Gaming Time with Rainstorm. Thursday should be the Thursday group, also with Rainstorm, doing Thursday shenanigans. Sunday, Circuits Gaming Room. We should hopefully be wrapping up Power World, because somebody is itching at the bit for us to go back to Atlas, which also had a major update recently. So, God, we're going from one game to another. Boy. Then, along with that, Discord is the best way to get random announcements for random streams that might occur. I would like to get random streams going again. The only problem is I'm also completely random insane. Phil Sienna makes Rainbow Factory shorts. I might have, I don't recall. I've been in this fandom for 15 years. I have forgotten more than I can remember sometimes. Not that I don't love it. I love the fandom. I really do. Reminder to, on Monday, next Monday, normally there's a pre-show. There will still be a pre-show. It's going to be my pre-show. But normally it's Cold Dust pre-show. Turn in an hour early for usually Cold Dust pre-show. but it will be my pre-show this time. But before, usually it's Goldust pre-show. It's pre-show shenanigans. It's a lot of fun. What is it? It's before the show. That's why we call it the pre-show. Then we also have the Coffee House After Party, which is only on our Vaughn stream and only live. You can only catch it live on the Vaughn. If you don't catch it live on the Vaughn, you don't catch it, unfortunately. So it is worth a look, worth a gander, worth a check out, especially if you just want to relax and enjoy some fun videos. And with that, let's go ahead and get our shoutouts to our IRC chatters that managed to somehow brave the disaster piece that is our website that's still somehow running. Crazy Matt Captain, thank you for keeping an eye on the chat. Then Chaos Akai, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic5421, Techman, no Tech Stallion this time. Vaguely Creepy, and yay, Archivers. And with all of that, I want to give you all a great big shout out. Both of our archive watchers on YouTube, Twitch, and wherever our archives may be uploaded, especially if I can remember to do it. And Twitch streamers, or Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, or wherever else our streams might be going. However you're catching the Brony Show, however you're enjoying our shenanigans, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, the top of my lungs, the middle of my brain, and hopefully nowhere with kidney stones. But I do want to give you all a big shout out and a big thank you. I hope you all had a great holiday weekend. If you celebrated it one way or another, I just hope you're having a good summer. Whether you're celebrating that or not is also a question. But to wrap it all up, we're gonna go ahead and do the song that we all kind of wish it would happen, maybe, mostly. Summer's Gone by Azure Comet and Neko Snicker. Have a great night, everybody.
But now I know that time isn't friendly. You cut me deeply. I am forever feeling summer's gone, summer's gone. Why can't you see clearly the fire? Your legs are clearing tonight. I'll be alone till summer's gone. Summer's gone. Can you save me from this heat? I can't sleep and can barely breathe. On that summer day, you said we were okay. Every word was a shade of gray as we watched the fireflies drift away. During those many nights, guided by your light, veiled in disguise, I now recognize. I need my own way. I need my own way. Now that I know what to say when time isn't friendly, you have cut me deeply. I am forever reeling till summer's gone.
we say goodbye to summer already? I'm tired of the heat.
No, more summer. It will.
Nope,
never end.
it's the summer for another 363 days.
No. Coffee House After Party coming up on the